Bloody Sunday in Red Emilia.
Hello and welcome to today's Daily Blitz. Now, way back in 2018, it does feel like a very long time ago now, Nikolai here accurately predicted that in October there was going to be an event that occurred which rumbled throughout all financial markets, even though it just began in Italy. It was an Italian, secular Italian event which occurred. And it was something you'd been writing about all year and predicting that this was going to be bloody October that was really going to rattle all investors around the world. And interestingly, it seems as though the very same thing is going to happen again. Now, in particular, there is an event that is occurring on Sunday that you should be paying attention to, right?
Yeah, so it's the first time we've had regional elections in Italy since the coalition government fell apart. And what this really is about is it's going to tell markets whether the right-wing Lega is really that ascendant in the polls as the informal polls suggest, and whether the right wing would be able to form government by itself in a national election. Because if it could, then that anti-EU, anti-Euro, anti-austerity style politics comes back to the national level government. So if the election in Emilia-Romagna on Sunday goes Lega's way, it would be the first time that it hasn't been a left-wing party in government in that region of Italy since World War II. So they call it Red Emilia because it's been left-wing for so long, but it looks like Salvini from Lega might actually manage to win it.
And this is where bolognese comes from, right?
That's right, it's Bologna, so I'm assuming that's where spaghetti bolognese comes from, yeah.
And what do you think is going to happen on Sunday? What's your prediction?
Well, as we know, markets look ahead and they're forecasting mechanisms, really discounting mechanisms for the future. So this is going to be a new data point on the sort of the plot of what markets are going to expect to happen. And that, I think, is going to lead markets to begin to realize that Lega in the coming election will be the government. They won't need a coalition. And they'll start to price in some crazy budgets and a return to 2018. And so the stock market and the bond market will behave like it's 2018 again. And the yields on Italian government bonds have already turned the corner. They are back on their way up. Italian bank stocks crashed a few days ago because the leader of one of the parties in government from Five Star has supposedly resigned.
So the markets are beginning to appreciate the true gravity of the situation. But it's on Sunday we'll get a closer idea, and generally looking forward to the next election. That'll be really the next sort of tipping point, you'd think.
Yeah, the struggle here is to figure out when that election is going to be. So we had a Lega and Five Star government in 2018, and I expected that to fall apart, and it did. But what I didn't expect is that Five Star would pair up with the sort of establishment party in Italy and form a new government. And so Lega effectively lost its position in government and has been sitting on the sidelines since. But the new coalition it's an absurd combination of politicians given their ideological views, and it's really just about keeping the right wing out. It's not really about doing whatever they want to do. So eventually that's going to fail, and it's such an obvious attempt at keeping the right wing out of government that people just aren't willing to actually believe in it, and so I don't think they'll vote for it in any election.
So it all depends on just how much the Lega could really summon at a full election, right?
Yeah, and that's why Emilia-Romagna on Sunday is so important, because it is an actual election and it's a real test of how people are actually willing to vote on the days that matter.
Well, there you have it, folks. Watch out on Sunday for the election and what happens then. We'll keep you informed here at the Daily Blitz. Thank you very much for watching.